Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to be talking about the basis theme. This is a new theme that is new to version 9 inside of Totara. It's a standard theme that is inside of Totara, and basically it allows you to do quite a few things on your own. It's not super fancy, but there are some nice features to it that would allow you to just kind of brand your site right off the bat without any help or additional theme work. So we're going to take a look at that today. A little bit about myself. My name is Taylor Craig, and I am a platforms consultant here at Kineo. So what that means is I get to work with all of our lovely clients, training you guys in person and online, as well as working with our sales team for any kind of demonstrations, anything like that. I also work really closely with our solution architects during implementation to make sure that you're trained on your solution from core to customization, and make sure that you're happy with what we've done for you there. So that's a little bit about myself. A little bit about office hours. What we do in office hours is I have about a 15-20 minute feature presentation generally about something Totara. If you have any ideas that you would like to see in 2017, let us know. We're more than open to any kind of suggestions. You should have a link inside of your weekly email where you can go and drop us a line and say, hey, I'd really like to see or learn more about this. And it can even be a topic that we've discussed before. If you have more, you want to go in more detail, anything like that, just let me know and I'll be glad to do that. Then we have about 45 minutes open floor question and discussions. So we do that for our clients only, and that part's not open to the public. If you need a full recording for our clients, I'm more than happy to provide that. But we do go ahead and we post the 15-minute how-to out there on YouTube, so you can access that at a later date, and also anyone else can access that as well. So a little bit about the basis theme. It is a newer theme that comes with version 9, so it is not a custom theme. I know a lot of our clients have the pretty fancy, snazzy, customized themes, which are great, but sometimes people just want a standard solution. And in that case, you might want to take a look at the basis theme. And in that case, it allows you to do quite a lot on your own. So that's what it is. That's why you would use it. Now let's talk about how you would set it up. So let me get over to my site. So this particular site is already using the basis theme. I've put in a really big logo right here. That's not part of the theme. That's just part of the front page. But as far as everything else on the theme, like this logo up here, these colors across the top, the colors across the bottom, any of your image or any of your text colors, any of that information, we have all of that. All of that is alterable. We can change all of that. So to do that, in your version 9 instance, you would go to Site Administration, Appearance, jump down here to Themes. First things first, you have to select the theme. I'm using the theme, but I want to show you in case you wanted to switch to that theme for whatever reason. So it's going to be under Appearance, Themes, Theme Selector. And you should see Basis if that's the one you're using. If you're not using Basis, you'll need to change it. So click Change Theme. And then you would locate it from the list of themes, and then you can change it over to Basis. Okay? So that is going to be how you actually make that selection, by clicking Use Theme. Okay? And then from there, we are going to actually click on Basis. So themes that are going to allow you to edit them, themes that are going to allow you to make changes to them, typically you'll see them listed over here. And then that's going to take you to the settings for any of those particular themes. So in my case, I'm going to just change the total look and feel of my site right now, and we're going to change it over to a different company. So we're going to change this over to a fake company that we've got here called Smith & Jones. I need to convert this to a favicon, so I'm going to leave the favicon that I have. I'm going to leave the Kineo one. We're going to change out the logo. So I'm going to delete the Kineo logo out of there. And we'll go into this one. Yeah, I bet that's going to work. And I actually have some branding guidelines over here. So I might want to change how it looks. right? I may want it to look more like my company. So we're going to change our buttons and our hyperlinks to this code here. So for our button code, we'll change that. Make sure we've got that hashtag in there. And hyperlinks, we will do the same thing. Okay, for our visited hyperlinks, we want to make it just a little bit lighter. So we'll just populate that. Our background image will go a little bit, or our background color, go a little bit darker than just a white background. And then we will make sure all of our main text is a particular shade of gray. Okay, we can also place in our own footnotes. So we can say Smith and Jones. If we wanted to do that. You can also add in your own custom CSS. We've noticed with this particular theme, this little bit of CSS is kind of handy because on some of the cancel buttons, you can't read them, unfortunately, but this piece of CSS just fixes that up. So if you know some CSS or have access to it or anything like that, it's not a bad idea to utilize that, so you can really do a lot with CSS as well. So then when we save our changes, there we go. Totally changes the look and feel of the site and populates it all in there. So we may want to make our logo a bit bigger, but other than that, it totally changes the look and feel of the site. All just with a couple of little tweaks to the theme. Okay, so really short and sweet today, but taking a look at that and showing you guys how quickly we can make a change when you unzip your files and have them ready to go. So that's how quickly you can make a change to your site using the basis theme. And there's lots of additional things that you could do with the CSS if you needed to do that. So anyway, guys, so that's about all I had for you today. I'm going to turn the floor over to you guys for any questions, concerns, or comments, and we will go from there. But thank you so much for joining me today.